Come on. Right? Hey, Craig. Yeah. You know, it's true. I'm going to be honest, he managed a terrible game. Just in that inning. You don't leave a guy in for 4 home runs, let alone after one, there better be someone up in that bullpen. Right? Um, and then, yeah, Mookie, Freddie. So on the cover, I didn't even do the Mookie picture right. I was so mad. I'll fix that later. Um, with Mooks and stuff, I mean, Mookie, Freddie, Clayton Kershaw, they're all on the cover here. Hall of Famers, most likely. And they all sucked. They were terrible. One hit amongst all of them between Mookie and Freddie, including, and the only reason was Freddie sliding into first to get a hit. They should be absolutely embarrassed and ashamed of themselves. We need to explore trading Mookie. He's probably got a no trader, but you know what? I've said it a couple times: fire everybody. And I know that's a little exaggeration, maybe, but if you look at it, good Lord, absolutely embarrassing. Yeah, CT3 and Kike should have been in there more. They're true Dodgers. They're playing well. Peralta and Hayward are just fill-ins. And they're nice, good guys and everything. I really liked them during the season. But when it comes down to it, I want my guys in there that have been good. I mean, Taylor last year was injured before he went in. But then this year, he's healthy, swinging the bat well, and he really didn't get that many at-bats, maybe like 4, something like that. Kike hit the ball well. Got a couple hits today. But they scored a total of 6 runs. Yeah, let's talk about heads got to roll, right? There is no doubt that heads need to roll. I mean, and really it's I was texting with Doug McCain, and I really told him, that anyone who's involved with game planning and motivation needs to go. Because this team was as dead as they were last year during the playoffs. So game planning and motivation. How can you not have this team ready? How could this team not be ready? Yeah, I'm kind of done with the whole Roberts thing. So let's talk a little bit of history. 2019, Dodgers won 106 games. They play the wild card Nationals, who almost were selling at the trade deadline, and end up winning 93 games. They lose that one. Last year, 22 games better than the Padres. They lose to them. And this year, 16 games better than Diamondbacks. And they lost all three of those series. Heads need to roll. And really, if this was like Japan, literally people would be killing themselves. I don't want anyone killing themselves, by the way. But where's the honor here? People need to resign. No excitement in the dugout. Same thing as last year. Exact same thing. They replaced a lot of the players. Didn't matter. They got all these fired up guys, and they still did nothing. They had the break. This is the common thing. They have a break, and then they're not ready. That's preparation. So whoever's in charge of motivation, preparation, game planning, and all that, they all some heads need to roll in those departments. And the hitting coaches there's got to be something with the hitting coach, because the hitting with the starters, they had to slug to win this game and to win these games, and they didn't do it. They scored a total of 6 runs. And the approach today was terrible. That pitcher, I can't pronounce his name, doesn't matter. I'm just going to call him 5-point-something ERA. Looked like Cy Young tonight. And their manager, he gives up a double and he's out of the game. course, we hit a double and we do that silly dance. That's fine during the regular season, not when you're down in an elimination game. Absolutely embarrassing. This team should be absolutely embarrassed. They're just, how could you not be up for this? These guys are paid millions of dollars to entertain. I'm just going, what am I, I'm not even focused on these guys, maybe. I don't know. I don't know what to do. Yeah, middle, can't hit any middle. Yeah, bullpen was good. Yeah, I had that going for him. That was good. It's too bad Pepio never got in, because the one thing, there was only one positive that could come out of this, was guys getting some experience, and Pep didn't get any. Really wanted him to get that experience. As soon as the first time through the order, you have to have someone getting ready. You have to. This is a game that they couldn't lose. Dave Roberts playing it like there is a tomorrow. Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. You can't do that. And when I say Dave, that's not just him. It's all these people that are game planning. It's Danny Lehman, Bob Guerin, some GMs. I don't know. Couldn't get there at this point. What was? Yeah, Barnes comes up. Hadn't swung the bat, they said, since September 30th. Swings the first pitch at a guy he's never seen before, probably. And swings at a ball, 6 inches low, at least. And he grounds out in the first pitch. That's terrible hitting. Man, you got to be in those guys' ear. You got to tell them, you've never seen this guy. If Ted Williams would say, you know what, I've never seen a guy before, I'm not going to swing no matter what. I want to see what he's got. That's what you do. That pitcher, and I'm just too frazzled to give names, but that lefty was a rookie and he was good. But his pitch mix is a certain thing. He's always a lot of his swings are out of the zone. Yeah, I mean, shoot, man. Here you are. You're in a game that you have to win, and you go with Ferguson. I know. Hey, the bullpen did fine. But it doesn't matter. The results, in some ways, don't matter. All right. Hey, thanks, Michael. See you later, man. We'll and just FYI, I'm gonna pause on the position players. Obviously, I'm gonna. I have an article I write every year. I wrote, for Dodgers Nation before, just about the state of the team. So I'll be working on that this weekend, getting that published. We'll talk about it. Yeah, you can't put him in, Dave. Thank you. Game was over when Barnes came in. That's right. Yeah, it's just Peralta had a better shot. Let Peralta bunt. I don't know. Gosh darn it. Just try to bunt for a base hit. Something. Just terrible all the way around. It's like there's one play, and that's, let's just swing. Yeah. Mookie and Freddie never showed up. That's so true, Trey. And that's why I'm going to go back to the cover. It looks crappy right now. But that's why I have on the cover the 3 Hall of Famers. The 3 Hall of Famers that were batting went 1 for infinity, and the other one only got 1 out. The Hall of Famers let us down. Let the team down. Brock, yeah, it really is true. I don't know if you're a Dodger fan or not, but they are very pathetic. They've been knocked out of the first round 3 of the last 5 years against far, far inferior teams. It's just absolutely incredible. So things have to change. There's just no doubt about that. Things must change. But so we've definitely had a few fire Roberts already. Who else you got? Someone's got to go, right? I mean, we could try to trade. They could try to trade Mookie or try to trade. I don't know if they can. Freddie, I don't know. Get rid of these guys, or they need to step up and I just don't want to see it. I don't want to see any commercials with these guys. I just want to see focus. I don't even want to. I'm not going to watch any Mookie stuff for a while on YouTube. I'm just not. Yeah. Oh, sorry, Trey. You got to live with that. Yeah. Yeah. Starting pitcher's so bad this offseason. That's very true. They got to figure that one out. But tonight I was convinced that Lance Lynn does not need to come back. He's not worth $18 million. If he's going to give up 4 home runs like that, he gave, I mean, almost a total of 50 this year, including the playoffs. He's got to go. He's just not worth it. Give him the $1 million buyout. Save that money. To be honest, if they don't get Ohtani, I'd rather just go into the luxury tax this year. I don't know. I'm just tired of it. Kersh, I don't know if he's gonna be back. I think his shoulder's crap. That's thrashed. So I think that's the case. Yeah. Man. Yeah, I live in Padres country. I already got a little bit today. Some guy stopped me in the office and he goes, "Hey, can't wait to see the Diamondbacks jump in their own pool." I go, "Yeah, they're gonna." The way their Dodgers are playing. Yeah, you don't. Yeah, exactly. You take out Lance Lynn after the second homer. Gosh, yeah, yeah. Would you not want to get Yamamoto? They're not gonna. To be honest, the Dodgers, their strategy is to not pay pitchers. I understand that because they're expensive and they break. So they have to figure that out. They got to figure out what they want to do. They got to look in the mirror and go, what does it take to win these things? And if you look at 2020 with a healthy Kershaw, Buehler got healthy by the end of it, and we had Urias, who was good, right? And then they had bullpen games for the fourth guy, pretty much. You got to have 3 good ones. You got to have 3 real good ones. You can't go and throw guys out there that are automatically going to just be just trashed. So it's clear that Kershaw, his stuff, we talked about it last time. This stuff wasn't up to snuff. He got lucky by who he faced, things like that, and just good luck. That just happens. But yeah, we are. I'm sure y'all are not happy. And I'm not happy. What do y'all got? Said I'm going to start working on my paper about what they'll look like or what they should do, where they are at right now. Usually I say, who's the ace? They don't have an ace. There is no ace in this starting rotation other than it's Walker Buehler. Juan, yes, it is. This is embarrassing. And it's just, they should be embarrassed. Fans are embarrassed. We're all just embarrassed. I'm glad our rookies got a taste of postseason play, except Pep, right, Trey? They didn't even put him in. They started with a guy who gave up more than 40 home runs instead of Pepio, who was one of their best. He's probably their best starter in September. Kershaw is toast. I think so. I think his shoulder's done. I think he will retire because I think he needs surgery. That's just an opinion. I'm not a doctor. I can see that. Yeah, that's all. Yeah, Timothy. Also, they're further away offensively than I thought. I think we jettisoned the gamers, and their replacements are just meh. Okay, let's talk about that. It's clear that Jock Peterson's, the 2020 World Series MVP, NLCS MVP was Corey Seager. 2021, he made a key. He didn't get that ball, that rocket up the middle. He cheesed on it. Kershaw should have started second. Should have been Bobby first. Just that's the way you do it. But it's this narrative that they were trying to establish, and it's just silly. I'm tired of that. It's about winning. And both Dave Robertson and Andrew Friedman, really, you guys are just costing yourself Hall of Fame. That's what you're doing. It's literally what you're doing. You get another World Series, you're set. You're in. Right now, no, I don't think so. And I don't know. Like I said, someone needs to resign. More than one should resign. More than one person should resign. They can all go get a job somewhere else. It's time someone should just fall on their sword. Miller, Kirsch, and Pep. Yeah, that's how it should have been. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, I know how I feel. Yeah. That happens, man. It's happened 3 out of the last 5 years. We're getting used to this now. I wasn't that bummed in 2021, to be honest. They were just done. They ran out of players. They were all, In one weekend, they lost Kershaw and Max Muncy before the playoffs even started, right? And then Bueller was seriously compromised. Scherzer had his whole thing, and then JT got hurt, and that's it. They were just ran out of players. And again, they won well over 100 games that year. They lost to a team that won only 88. So they go and lose all these games to teams that are not as good as them. Were they saving Pepio for Game 4? Didn't catch the entire. Someone was saying that. Yeah, hitting coaches. One of those guys needs to go because you're not getting to the guys if they're going up. So if you're coaching and you're going, hey, this is what we're doing, this is what we're doing, and the guys go up and consistently don't do the approach, you're not communicating. So big part is communicating. Say Doc's a great communicator. Hey man, Padres want to trade Bob Melvin for Dave Roberts. I'm on it right now. But really, hey, let's be honest. Best manager in the game right now is managing in Texas, and his name's Bruce Bochy. That guy knows how to do it. And I guess I'll probably be rooting for the Rangers. Yeah, Pepio should have got in there. It was insane. I mean, Grove shouldn't have been the guy. I mean, I'm glad Michael got out of it, but he was struggling a little bit. But Pepio should have gotten. He needed to get in there, and they didn't do it. So it's another failure. On his part, they're just not thinking. Yeah. Well, the thing is, they already voted for the MVP, but I'd be embarrassed to show up when MLB Network's going to have the top 3 guys, and it's for the MVP vote. And it's probably going to be Acuna, obviously, that's going to get it. But the other 2 people are going to be in the house. It's going to be Freddie, Freeman, and Mookie Betts probably, unless Matt Olson squeaks in the top 3. How embarrassing! How embarrassing! Just that can't, whatever, right? That's embarrassing. I think you just gotta do better in those postseasons to even want to be there. Yeah, a lot of bats would have been better just not swing this series. Yeah, and the last example was Austin Barnes. Walls? Who walks? Oh yeah. Well, yeah, that's the approach. All season. Get the walks, and then all of a sudden they're swinging out of the zone. I know, but that's the difference. Will Smith and Kike was good, and Chris Taylor had some at bats too. Decent. That last ball he hit was really good. But yeah, they I just forgot everything. They didn't do what they did during the year. Last at bat, Austin Barnes comes up, swings at the worst pitch, at a pitch way out of the zone, and grounds out to end a rally. That's the difference between winners in the playoffs and losers in the playoffs. The winners keep doing the things they were doing during the season. The guys that lose, they fall down. Diamondbacks didn't play any better than they do normally. Dodgers just obviously didn't perform, and that's a lot of players. Local players are pretty good, at least got a bat on the ball. Yeah, I wanted both Kike and Taylor in that lineup tonight. I said I like Peralta and Hayward. I don't want them in the lineup. They're going to be gone probably anyway. Maybe Hayward comes back, but I wanted Dodgers in there. Dodgers that were actually doing well, and both Taylor and Hernandez had been doing well during the last part of the season. So I wanted them in there. Hayward was dying. Peralta hadn't hit a home run in months, so it just wasn't. They had the wrong mix of players in there. It's just one of those things where, Dave is like a deer in the headlights with game time decisions. He is. I guess he's good at handling players, but he sure doesn't know how to motivate them when it matters. But 5 starting pitchers didn't help. Yeah, losing a lot. Yeah, they lost all those guys, but it just is what it is. They had chances to make trades. They didn't get a Jordan Montgomery. They could have done that. They didn't. Texas did, and he's going to the NLCS. They panned to the dugout after those Lance Lynn home runs. He just was frozen. He was done. He just didn't know what to do. I'm going to see if there's any tweets out there about what maybe, you know, all the crap that they're going to say. I'd like to see some passion from some of these players. Yeah. So Doug McCain says, Ryan, let's pull some stuff up. Let's go. Let's pull up the Twitter machine. Let's go to the other monitor real quick. Let me set this up. I gotta log. Oh, come on, man. I gotta log in. Give me a second. I hate that. Gosh. I'll go with my Tim Rogers 2080. We'll go there. That's my main account. If you ever want to get a hold of me, that's my main Twitter account. Yeah, we have a Dodgers 2080 account, but let's see. Let me line this up here. Mac OS properties. Trying to get good at this software here, folks. Let's see. Gotta get my nerd glasses on. Oh, yeah, there we go. All right, let's take a look. Let's see. I'm going to look at that. Doug McCain writes, Ryan Pepio was legitimately the Dodgers' best pitcher for the last month of the season, and he was the only Dodger pitcher that wasn't used in this series. That is comical. That's management. Management doesn't just mean Roberts. It's people above and below him, right? So Doug says, I'm okay if people want to say fire Roberts. I don't tell people out of fan, but that's letting the front office and players that make significantly more money off the hook. That's true. But he's paid to do that, and he needs to be accountable. The Dodgers finished with the same amount of postseason wins as the Padres. Pain. Most embarrassing postseason series loss in Dodgers franchise history. Yeah, at least last year with the Padres. I mean, it was terrible to lose. But at least each of those games was competitive. My gosh, these weren't even competitive. They never had a lead. They were always playing from behind. It was either tied or they were done. And it says Taylor's home run would have been out in 22 of 30 parks. Well, thanks, JP. If you have JP Hoornstra is one of the nicest guys I've ever met. I met him one of those times. Yamamoto's a must. Dodgers can walk home. Hey, man. I would have given Albert another chance for experience alone. Plus, they have more trust in him. Sadness and pain, yeah. Wish we had Bryce Harper. That guy steps it up, doesn't he? And Christmas comes early for us Giants fans. Yeah, well, you know what, Ed? At least, you know, I know that it's kind of, we got there. And I like our future a lot more than the Giants. You know, but it is what it is. So we'll wear it. I'd still rather make the playoffs than not. Let's see. And that's about it for the moment. I'm trying to see if there's any. Once these guys. Okay. Ooh, thanks, Dave. Dodgers manager congratulates the D-backs. They outplayed us in every facet of the game. They did. They came to play, and the Dodgers didn't. And I'd trade managers too with them. I just think there needs to be some new voices somewhere. I don't know exactly what it is. Maybe it's not Doc. Maybe it's... But they need more. Last year they did a little tweaking. They moved Guerin off and put Danny Lehman as the game planner. More needs to happen. I mean, or no, bench coach. Let's see. Well, what's up, chat? What are we thinking, folks? Who should resign, or who do you fire? Who do you want to get rid of? Let's talk. The players are different. I mean, some of them have no trades. But yeah, if you want to get, I know, it's like fire them all. Start, you know, that's kind of someone's got to go. I think at least two people that are from either dugout management or front office management, at least two people need to go. At least. And it's not a trainer. That's not it. That's not the problem. Mookie Betts, I did absolutely nothing to help us win. Oh, thanks. Yeah, well, we knew that, didn't we? Yeah, Captain Obvious is speaking there. Let's see. I'll check those later. Those are messages. I shouldn't have done that. Dodgers 360. He has a bowling tournament tomorrow. Cut him some slack. This is when the Dodgers lost. Padres get eliminated today. It's only right that I post a diss song, Dodgers. Oh no, don't do hype videos. Those Padre ones are bad enough. Yeah, I don't believe in jinxes, but I also just, man, don't do cheesy things. That's a cheesy little Freddie dance. Enough's enough. I think we might need someone to stir the drink offensively. Freddie and Mookie are stars, but beta personalities. Nice guys. Yes, true. Mookie's a reluctant leader. I don't think he's a leader. He's a leader by example, and same with Freddie. But man, who would that be? And it's not Ohtani. Right now, today, October 11th, 2023, I'm just not fired up about getting Ohtani. I'm not. I'd rather spend that money in some other places. Chapman's an unrestricted free agent. Yeah, is he fired up though? We do need some fire. Some fire that's in the lineup. Top 4 of the lineup. Maybe top 5. Just someone with some passion that's gonna, I don't know. We need someone like that. Just, you can't have a bunch of passive guys. Yep. No, it's not Ohtani from what I can tell. Yeah, it's not, right? He would be another Freddie Freeman. Mookie Betts, really good player, but you got to have someone leading. You got to have somebody that's going to go, go on my back, and I'm going to carry you. And I thought that Mookie or Freddie would have done that today, or this especially today, but during the series they were just gone. Yeah, so I'm not. It's not Ohtani. I'm going to be honest. Right now, today, I would rather reset the the luxury tax. I don't ever want to miss out on keeping players like Corey Seager again. And I don't ever want to miss out. I don't want to be nickel and diming on a Cody Bellinger. Those are the type of players. First of all, they're ours. They're ours. They're Dodgers. And we replace them with people they're already getting their money. And there's no loyalty. They're not Dodgers. They're good players, and I like them, but they're not born and bred Dodgers. It's not even that. It's like when we go down, we feel the pressure at once and start swinging and missing instead of working counts. Boy, wasn't that obvious today? Wasn't that? Oh my gosh. Yeah. Really, you're spot on. Spot on. Just a disaster. Mr. or Mrs. DB or Miss DB. Yeah. Trying to think of who's out there in free agency. I think Aaron Nola might be. I want to get, if we're going to take a chance on a guy, I want to take a chance on Severino. He's got that dog in him. I don't know if he's any good anymore. We've got to at least take a chance. Let Lance Lynn go. Those innings were nice. Appreciate it. He was a horse during the season for us and helped. He saved them in August. Getting him to do that. Yarbrough should be back next year. I don't know. I think. I was just really disappointed he wasn't on the roster. I think that was stupid. Knowing that starting rotation was your weakest point on the team, that where you needed the depth the most, and they didn't do that. And Sonny Gray, yeah. I don't know how much he'll cost. I think there just needs to be a little tweak in the philosophy on some of these things. You don't go bonkers like the Padres and commit yourself to a bunch of crap, or for bad character people, or for mediocre character. I don't want to say bad character. That's not right. Well, no, Tatis is he's proven bad character. Yeah, they'll all ask for the moon. It's free agency. Remember what happened last year. I think the key is keep developing your guys. Keep them. Develop them and keep them. Corey Seager should be a Dodger, but he's not. He's out in Texas. He's still playing. He's out in Texas with a lot less taxes. And if you're the type, you can go buy a gun and have it and carry it in 20 minutes. If you care about that type of stuff. And he might. He's from North Carolina. He's a Southern guy. He's got Southern in him. So he might like that type of stuff. It's also, it's just a different vibe. It's more laid back. It's not LA. We made fun of Rendon for the whole thing about the Hollywood lifestyle. There's something to that. And I think maybe Seager was the same way. I don't know. I think with Boros, he would have come back for the right money, but it would have taken over $400 million to keep him for what he got from Texas. So Dodgers weren't going to do that. Yeah, miss our Mr. Steal Your Girl, Corey Seager, that's for sure. Let's see what else is happening here. Do we got anything new? Oh, man, we're not getting much at all. No, nothing, man. Steve Douglas, there you go. Let's see. People talking about sabbaticals. I get it. I get it. This is silly. Freddie is in no mood. Neither am I. On the bright side, we still have our savior, Josue de Paula. Unless they do something stupid. Yeah, we got Josue. And we've got Yoandres Vargas. We've got Maddox Bruns. We still got all of our young pitchers. And I think there's a bright spot to that for next year. I'm excited about it. Yeah, it's just they got to make room for them and just start playing some of these guys. I mean, geez. Let's see. Some of these guys are just funny. Just some good news. I don't know if you guys saw it a few months ago. I had a person named Sarah Miller. She worked for Rancho last year, and we were able to get her hook her up with Joe Davis. So she's going to have an audio interview with Joseph Davis. So happy to help put that together. Joe's just the kindest of guys. Let's see. Freddie and Betts let us down like crazy. Yeah. How's Paya's rehab coming along? I don't know. I sure hope so. Unfortunately, he already signed with Boris. Might have to cave on DePaul when the time comes. Yeah. It was like so small. All right. That's funny. That's tweet or the entry of the day right now. It'll be as painful, but the Dodgers will win again. Our farm is loaded. They have money. This pain will make them winning feel even better. Yeah, I just hope I'm not dead before that happens. This is sucky, man. It's not like I said, 2021, they went down swinging. They ran out of players. Last year, they didn't go down swinging. 2023, this year, they didn't go swinging. 2019, Dave Roberts just was some of the worst management decisions we've ever seen, trying to, rehab Kershaw's legacy. Just absolutely insane stuff. Yeah. So there's that. So just absolutely brutal. And yeah, I just want I want them to, when you lose with your head held high. They have no business holding their head high. There's a few individual players that can hold their head high. But the stars, the Hall of Famers on this team, none of them performed. None of them. Mookie, it's Kershaw's, he's obviously a Hall of Famer. And he's compromised. He was hurt, but still, don't pitch then. And tell him. And then Mookie Betts should be in the Hall of Fame. Freddie Freeman's on his way. But, building a Hall of Fame resume, doing stuff in the postseason really helps. And that's going to, again, maybe Mookie leadoff ain't it. Yeah, if he's not going to be fired up, if he's going to do that crap, I don't know who it is. Maybe it's Gavin next year. We do get Gavin Lux back, so that's cool. Glad to have Gavin back next year. And then will Miggy Vargas get another shot. Max Muncy, yeah, he did finally made an error, but he also, there was a bunt single against him. We knew that was coming. We talked about that. I don't know if he can he handle another year third. He's going to be another year older. I think he needs to drop 20. Be honest with you, to play third. You're going to truly reset. Muncy and all these 1-year guys have to go. Yeah. But Betts and Freeman disappointment, but we need them. We do. They got to step it up. They got to come in with some fire. Lux lead us, but I don't know. Maybe. I mean, shoot, Lux, man, losing this year just is awful. Just awful for him, because it's a year of development that I think he could have. I think there's a really good hitter in there somewhere. He showed it in 2022 that there's a lot there. But yeah, that was losing him was just a bummer. Yeah, I do think that they need to move on from some guys, and they need to make some improvements. New blood, top to bottom. Can't replace everybody. Be honest, the one guy that I would really, really keep is Andrew Friedman. I know that a lot falls on him and he makes a lot of money, but I don't think we can lose Friedman. I think he needs to rethink some things. He needs some other voices in his head. Maybe make sure Gomes has some more power. And, get some other assistants, get some of those guys back, or get some guys out there. And mix some of the old school, new school, right? Don't get a bunch of yes men. I think the Dodgers in general are a bunch of yes men. We need another heavy hitter. Shohei that way protects Mookie, Freddie, having a generous player like Shohei. Yeah, but just another guy that's going to be a beta man or beta player back there, just kind of not a leader, getting paid a lot of money. But it would help, that's for sure. And I think Will Smith had a good game today. I'm really happy for him. But he catches wear out. And, one of the things, we've talked about a little bit, if Kershaw retires, do they move on from see, karma for Trevor. You talking about Trevor? Oh, yeah. He was right, and the Dodgers in a constant effort to look politically correct did him dirty. Yeah, that's cost him a lot. Not just with that guy, but really just to go in general. You don't always have to have perfect players. People that have a past. Yeah, I think with Harper, he wanted that big long stability. Dodgers really should have given it to him. They gave Mookie a 12-year. They could have given that to Harper. And maybe still Mookie. Have both of them. I don't know. Or kept Seager. I don't know. I love Mookie. Mookie helped us in 2020, obviously. Great player. I think in general, a lot of ways better, but yeah. Let's see. More karma the way Kershaw and Jay Turner backstab Ohtani. He will never sign with them. But those guys might both be gone. And I think Kershaw and Ohtani are good now. All-time worst performance by this organization. Yeah, and it's again, last year at least the games were competitive, even though they lost them, they shouldn't have. But this year they got blown out. And it's the second year in a row. They knew what to expect. They knew that they couldn't do that. I think, with the whole Ohtani thing, Kersh took time, spent his anniversary trying to recruit him. And he wasn't coming to the Dodgers. I think that was a part of it, and it was maybe a lack of understanding. But Ohtani was going to go to the American League. that was kind of obvious in my opinion. But yeah, uh, he wasted the Dodgers and their time taking a meeting that he didn't care about. Yeah, he didn't care. Yeah, because he was gonna go to American League team. Now at the DH, different story. If there was a universal DH at the time, I think he's definitely, definitely would have been a Dodger. Yeah, Turner. I think Turner's so overrated as a leader. Just be honest. I'm just being honest. Um, I think there's certain things he brought, but I don't think he's the right Dodgers manager in the future. Um, I just don't. I don't. There's different types of leadership, and I don't think he's that leader. Um, I want Bruce Bochy, man, freaking Hall of Famer, or some. There's not that many like it though. I don't want Showalter though. That's for sure. He's trash as a manager. Yeah, well, we got nothing but time now. Lots of it. They sure do. Hey, at least for us, we got some extra time now. I guess I can. Thanks, Diamondbacks. I guess you're probably on the other team side, and that's congratulations if you're a D-Bags fan. I mean, they won. Um, Good luck. Go Phillies. Actually, go Rangers. That's the team I'm rooting for. With my nightmare, it's going to be the freaking Diamondbacks versus the Astros. Hey, both few of us out there wanted Tommy Pham, and I was one of them for sure. And I know Doug was too. We talked about that a lot. He took a lot of crap. They love him over there. They're going to probably re-sign him if they're smart. That guy shows it. I don't mind, the real emotion. It's not these little celebrations. They say, "Oh, that's so nice. They're showing emotion." That's not real emotion. That is life. Please, what's that? These little thingies of, yeah, they show Betts and Freeman and everyone in the dugout, and they look soulless, and their manager too. But these little celebrations they're cute. But it's not real emotion. I want to see real emotion is also when you're pissed off and you show it. Pham did that today. He struck out on a ball. He was, or there was a pitch right down the middle he was pretty upset about. I think he had to take it because they were running. He was mad. I liked it. Yeah. Hey, how the heck did that closer, it was Seawald or whatever? How the heck did they get him? Yeah, just these little. I don't like pre-done celebrations. I think they look a bit hokey. I never liked the bubble machine and all that. Just show real emotion. All that stuff's fake. Even some of these backflips, if it's the same thing, it's fake. If it's these little Tatis with his little shuffle around 30, he just looks like a clown. Wild horse back in the clubhouse. I think Puig's probably going to be up to like 300 pounds. Get a Jock, Pham, Amir Garrett. Let's get the wild guys. I don't mind that. I know that was a heck of a trade to get their closer, and he was pretty much untouchable. Yeah, I mean, those are good moves. We got Lance Lynn now. And we gave up Nick Nastrini. That's going to be a regret for a long time. Yeah, I mean, we at least got Joe Kelly, and Joe Kelly's just fun. I liked having Kike back. I liked having Joe Kelly back. That's for sure. I liked having Rosario. Rosario could have been used tonight instead of Barnes, but and we understand why they made the call with Wong. But the thing is, if you're gonna bring Wong in, you might as well start him because now your bench is just different. Whatever. Let's see. Penn did show up. Yep, they did. In general, they're pretty darn good. It was, stars are just brutal. Miller admitted it was nerves, so I think he'll learn from that. Outman admitted that play was nerves. So those are the prices that you pay for the rooks, but at least they're straight up about it. There's a pool party in Arizona. Hey, wear it, everybody. Hey, we were in there first. Yeah, rather let Bush get at bats in hindsight over a broken bet like Wong. But yeah, they just weren't going to use Bush in the playoffs. They just decided that's like last year. They did out Gallo over Outman. They didn't even play Gallo. It's just silliness. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if you all had a chance, maybe to rewatch the third baseman's thing. If you could, it'd be great. But let's talk. As Michael Bush, where does he go next year? It's either third base, second base, left field. In my opinion, I'd like him there. The bench, or is he moved? But he can't be in AAA. Just no freaking way. Cannot be in AAA. Yeah, let me get that off. All right. Yeah, I'll keep monitoring the Twitter machine to see if. Yeah, of course, there's a pool party. And they should, what? Those fans should enjoy the heck out of that. This is a coming team. This is gonna be a better team over the next 5 years than the Padres or the Giants. That's for sure. Their problem is going to be keeping guys. Yeah. So Bob Nightgill says with Kike says on being swept, we were embarrassed. Yeah. So let's see. Dave Roberts, congrats to the D-backs. Torey Lovello had his team ready to play and did a great job. Dodgers fans, the manager has nothing to do with it. Yeah. So the opposite is, yeah, Torey Lovello had his team ready, and another manager didn't for the second year in a row and third time out of 5 years. Yeah, I think it was a good experiment this year to play with, to see what having guys like Peralta and Hayward. It was great having them, but let's be honest, they are it didn't work. Just didn't work. Ooh, man, this is painful, but we got to look at it. D-back, Dodgers said, "We'll see you soon, D-backs. We'll see you next season, Dodgers." Now that's I hope our people would never do that. That's just, but yeah, that's what happens though. They just got to wear it. The Dodgers get to wear that all off season again. I don't know how they do this. Dodgers will never be the underdog playing with house money, even if they win 84 games. They better learn how to. The team needs to learn how to be the bad guys. Yeah, it's some of that. Yeah, you got to have that grit. Thank you, Dodger fans. Oh, give me a break. I'm going to open the replies. Hide your kids. Hide your wife. There's going to be a lot of stuff in here. Let's see. Okay. Oh, jeez. Let's see. Yeah, I'm just not doing that. Yeah, there's no need. I just wouldn't even leave that. There's nothing to say there. Oh gosh, Mookie Betts. Ooh, oh my gosh. Choke, official soft drink of the Dodgers. One of the things I love about the internet machine, man. Freaking funny. Yeah. Dodger Stadium now open for concerts. Yeah, we can they can sell they could do haunted houses and everything there now, just like the Padres did. But we just have to start about a week later than the Padres. Jack wrote a really good article for us. Take a look at it. It's about the rookie starting pitchers. Uh, eh, yeah, whoever pulled the trigger to post this after that kind of serious loss should be fired. Just dumb, tone deaf. Nobody needs this. Just go to sleep. Absolutely. The problem with going with the Hayward experience is they get exposed. Everyone knows they aren't good hitters, but somehow made some changes that will end up getting exposed. Yeah, and that's true, and that's why you start. That's why you start people like Kike and Chris Taylor, because you know what you know what you got. Poor Rich Hill. We love Rich Hill, man. Um, yeah, there's just yeah. What's this? I don't get it, but let's see. Okay. Yeah, just funny stuff. I mean, lost again. That's them. Yeah. Yeah. Gosh, pitching bar. Yeah, I mean, come on, folks. That was terrible. Stop the count. Yeah, I think. Yeah, it's right now. I got to be honest. It's kind of a good time to be baseball grifting. I'll be doing some of that. Obviously, have to. David Dombrowski, master building teams built for October. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, they have just silliness, silly rules. And some every year I consider, especially with these rule changes that came this year. I almost bailed on baseball totally. The only reason I didn't bail is because I like the kids. Um, this is a good tweet. I mean, I get it. I'm gonna see what Whitman had to say. He's solid. Yeah. So it's the players and the team does well with the manager when they don't. Sounds like being an apologist for the players. It's both, but there's somebody who's in charge. You know, the manager gets too much credit and the manager gets too much blame. But I think in this case, yeah, Friedman's a genius, but he needs to take some notes from Dave. Yeah. Now Dombrowski's his thing is he goes out and does what he needs to do to win. Sometimes a lot of times it works. Um, let's see. People were, yeah. Nice take from Mookie. Mookie did absolutely nothing to help them win, and so he has to go. He has to go look in the mirror and go, "What's my legacy going to be? Is it going to be 5-time world champion, or is it going to be 2-time world champion? Should have had more, but I sucked balls in the playoffs in all those years." Yeah, Friedman is a genius. He does. I think he needs another ear or another voice, and it can't be a yes man. It needs to be somebody very contradictory with a different approach. I think when they had the gentleman, so the Braves GM, Anthopoulos, that was a good mix. Really good for them. That helped them in 2016, 2017. Dodgers Farm. David go crazy, build a team like we've never seen. He's a proven composed AJ Preller. Yeah, no, yeah, there's a difference there, right? Yeah, AJ Preller's a little out there. Dave Dombrowski's a normal human being. Let's see what else we got. Oh, let's see. So I guess Kirsch didn't say anything yet. Oral Hershiser and Kershaw's non-committal answers about his future. It's a huge transition for a pitcher because your whole life of pitching, we know our good days and we know our bad days. When your bad day is your best day, you want to know if you're still good enough. Okay. Kershaw is a guy that probably played too long, but why not, man? You get someone's willing to pay you to play baseball. But Kershaw's made just mad money. What, well over 300 million. Dude's generational, multi generational wealth, despite our current inflation rates, multi generational. So the only thing there's two things for Kershaw. I want him to be in a parade, which ain't happening this year, and then I want him to get 3,000 strikeouts. And so I think he's like 60 some away from that. So I'd like to see that. Those are the things I'd like to see. That's me. Kershaw's got to do what he's got to do. I just hate to see him going out like that. That was terrible. I mean, let's straight up, right? He was absolutely awful. Worst start of his career. That sucks. I'm going to like this one because I think it's a really good one. I think the manager does matter. And this is awful. Oh, that's awesome. On the Spanish one, they posted it in English. Oh my gosh. That's an L. That's a straight up L right there. Oh my gosh. Bueno. Oh my gosh. That's really good. Way to go, All Stars. Okay, what's Fabian got to say for us? There's not a lot of words other than hurt, disappointed, frustrated, a little bit embarrassed. All right. Give me 1 in the chat if you want Kike back next year. Give me a 0 if you don't. I personally, I'm gonna put a 1 in. I like Kike. Oh man, that's beautiful. Yeah, Dodgers. The Dodgers lost in so many different ways today. Oh my gosh. Yeah, Kershaw is saying that he's not sure, and that's the way it is. He has to get a full MRI and all that type of stuff. He did show up. Yeah. 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 What? Yeah. Well, Friedman. Doc might get a little bit raw. Friedman's gonna be the one. He's gonna have a press conference. He needs to be pushed. Hey, my Padre guy, DJ Iverson, good, one of my favorite people, agrees with me. The Dodgers need to have someone fall, or two needs to fall on the sword. You have to. Yeah, better pitching next year. No more Syndergaard type guys. At least not for $13 million. Yeah, I don't mind it for $1 million. Shelby Miller was a good call. That was $1.5 million. Maybe he comes back. I like him. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, they've made a lot of good moves, but the starting rotation fell apart, and they need more health in that rotation. If you're going to give money, you got to give it to solid guys that are durable. Like the Yankees gave it to Rodon. That was a terrible move. Way too much. And they're going to live with that one. Same time, they gave big money to Garrett Cole, and that worked out really well. Yeah. Let's see if there's anything else. Some of that stuff's just so freaking good. Yeah, Dodgers, the Los Dodgers account, let's be honest. I don't care who you are. It should be the Los Dodgers. Let's be honest. Do it right. Yeah, just don't hold your breath on Roberts being fired. Yeah, and so let's come back to something really cool, really honest, truthful. Roberts coming back. I really believe he's going to come back. I'm good if they fire Dave, but I'll take a parlay of Oral and Kirsten as a consultation consolation prize. I'm gonna be nice. Howard, you're being mean. Howard's funny. I know a lot of people don't like Howard. I like Howard. Howard's the one that helped get me, taught me about how to get a media pass. No more relying on multi-career revivals. Yeah, you can do that, but just it's got to be cheap. It's got to be $1 million or less. You can't be spending $13 million on a Syndergaard and then 6.5 on Peralta. That was $20 million. It might have been under the cap. Again, I like Peralta. Robert says the Dodgers version of Aaron Boone. Yeah, and they're going to keep Aaron Boone forever too. I don't know what it is. It's always do they have the naked pictures or what? Just remove Betts. The guy has an October 7th birthday every year that has half of the team fully relaxed right before playoff starts. What did Mookie take during his birthday? I bet more than alcohol. Well, I don't know. Hopefully he's not doing it. I don't think Mookie's not stupid, but goodness gracious, right? Yeah, don't worry about celebrating your birthday. You know what? You get a certain age, your birthday is, a night out with the family and maybe get lucky with the missus or something like that. That's what I'm just being honest, folks. You don't need parties for every birthday. 31, big whoop. It's another year. Just to, it's time to get what you want, eat what you want. Maybe you ate a bunch of crap. I don't know. So just to be honest, I'm really finding, and I don't know if any of you noticed this yourselves, but I monitor my diet pretty well. And when I eat really bad food, man, my legs get really inflamed. It's a real issue. I mean, on Saturday, I had a calzone, a Big Mother, and some ice cream. A lot of ice cream from Handles. And my legs hurt all night. Now I'm 59, so I have issues, but man, Francona would have been perfect 10 years ago. You're right. But yeah, just, so if these players are going out and eating bad food the night before a game, that's not good. These guys are finely tuned athletes and they really need to watch their diet. And and I know the Dodgers are good about that stuff, but it doesn't stop you from going out and, doing that. I'd be begging the Nationals for Dylan Cruz in exchange for Betts. Yeah, none of that's going to happen. I think Mookie's sticking around unless he wants to be traded. I think Mookie, Freddie, and the rest, they owe the organization. Paid a lot of money. They play well during this regular season, but man, they suck. Sal, welcome aboard. We need to find players who put the ball in play with line drives. Oh, you don't like those little lazy flyouts? Come on. Lazy flyouts are the best. Just kidding. Obviously, Sal. No, you're right, man. Bat on the ball. Needs to happen. Find those play. Keep. That's what I was hoping, like Miguel Vargas would be, and maybe it still happens. I hope so. Let's see. We get nothing new from. Man, I'm just surprised about the lack of information. Let's see. Okay, Greg Bergman, not Bregman. I know Greg. Greg's a good human. I used to work with him at Dodgers Nation. Dave Roberts should not go because of the specific series. Managed Game 2 very well. True. But for the overwhelming disappointment in the postseason combined. Yeah. A new voice is needed in the clubhouse. Like Dale Harris with Shaq Kobe. Phil Jackson came in and immediately won Game 3. Yeah. Oh, Blake taking some fire. Blake Williams. Blake's a good dude, man. I used to work with him also. Pretty quiet guy. He was on fire about Roberts, man. There's no need to reflect on the performance of the Dodgers in the postseason. It was awful. That's just it. Let's see. We're like a car that just wouldn't start this postseason. Yeah. So didn't even watch the game. You were the smart one. Some of us are. We love the pain. And I always try to be optimistic, but when the first, was it 7 pitches in the first inning against some guy who stinks, who stunk all year, who was going to replace Roberts. I don't believe Roberts is to blame. I just think, Sal, that 3 playoff exits in 5 years, heads need to roll, and can't fire all the players. So I think someone I think people should resign. I think with some honor. After all the things that happened this year, I'm good with it. I'm always going to support the boys. Go Dodgers. Yeah, I hear you on that one. I was just hoping, gosh, you got to show better than that. Doesn't hurt as much as it did last year because it was expected. Yeah, having Lynn pitch was almost comical. Yeah, I mean last year hurt more, especially because I was at that game where they got eliminated. And yeah, but at least they played better last year, and that's probably why it hurt more, because they could have won each of those games. These games they just didn't have a chance. They didn't. Their starting pitching didn't give them a chance to win the games, and they didn't hit at all. At least against the Padres, they had a few hits here and there and did a few things, and Tyler Anderson had a really good start. Kershaw and Julio were decent enough to win. But then they didn't learn the lessons from last year. They replaced a bunch of players, got rid of JT's voice and brought in some new voices. That didn't work. The team was not prepared to play baseball. That's the bottom line. And yes, a lot of that has to fall on players. But I just think some new voices have to happen. When I heard Robert say Lynn was playing, yeah, I was like, this season's a wrap. Yeah, that's true. It was kind of obvious. I mean, the guy, I think in every start with the Dodgers, gave up at least a home run. And maybe they didn't want to throw Pepio into that fire, but I would have. He was their best pitcher during the season, during his last month plus of the season, by far. He only had one hiccup, and so they left. Yeah, need to get rid of Hayward, Leonard. Yeah, those guys I think they're gone. So I think I had changed my mind about Lynn. They should not give him the $18 million contract. He's not worth it. Let him go. You could re-sign him for a real cheap contract. That's all I would do. But I'm not keeping him. He saved the team in a lot of ways in August. Let's give him credit. With throwing innings. Coming in, throwing 6-7 innings. It was wonderful. The Dodgers had enough offense to sustain it. And a lot of it was against crappy teams, but they couldn't get innings out of anybody. Pepio was still rounding into form. Grove wasn't ready. Sheehan was up and down. Stone, Gavin Stone. I'm expecting big things from Mr. Stone next year. Let's see. Let's get you a better thing to look at. Yeah, but at the end of the day, this team didn't perform. This team wasn't ready. They were not prepared, and that's just To look at that. Let's see if we can hear this. I can't hear it. It's not coming through. Oh well. Everyone take a listen. I just want to see what he says. Because, these politically correct answers. I want to see, just gosh darn it. Can we see someone throw their helmet, break a bat? In my opinion, this is a perfect example of not picking up Ohtani. Need more hitters than just one. And I talked about that too, because I'm like, yeah. And plus, he's just another beta male that's going to sit back and lead by example. Got enough of that. Team Ruiz. Oh, yeah, coming out strong on the firing. Um, let's see. I'd like to see them go all in on prospects next year. Make spots for Bush, Vargas, Fiducia. Let's see what they got. Wish we had more more position players ready to include as well. Maybe Paez, and they still got Outman and Gavin Lux next year. So if you look at it, that's pretty good. Pretty good young group. I mean, I know Outman and Lux are not rookie, and even Vargas isn't a rookie anymore. But let's see something like that. I wouldn't mind that. Now looking back, I kind of wish they would have done. The thing is, I really like this team in terms of the personalities. I really liked them a lot, and I thought it would make a difference, and it didn't. I was wrong. I'll take that. Easy. Let's see. Mookie bets on second early exit. When you're in the postseason, man, you got to play well. We have not. Yeah, you could point a million different things, but at the end of the day, you have to play well. On his own hitless series, I felt like I'd prepared the right way, but I just didn't execute anything and I got tipped a cap to them. They pitched the ball really great. We didn't score anything. It's just political. I don't care about that. Let's see. 8 division titles, something like that. I don't even care. One World Series. Should have had another one in 2017, but they were cheated out of that, and they also blew that one. 2019, them and the Yankees were the best 2 teams in baseball. Dave Roberts, not a good coach teaching young players. Bochy and Dusty are. Oh man, Dusty's been good too. But yeah, Boch is king, man. Just don't want more journeyman stopgaps. Let's turn to more Born Blue. Yeah, and I was talking about, that's why, losing Seager, Bellinger, Jock, guys like that kind of sucked. And then, I wanted more at bats from Taylor and Hernandez. I know Taylor and Hernandez did not come up as Dodgers, but they're pretty close to it. I don't think Roberts is playoff material. He's had his moments, but he's had some really bad ones too. 2017, I think they win it with a better manager. That was really the first time I started to get really frustrated with Roberts. I gave him a lot of leeway. I argued in 2016 I didn't criticize him at all. 2017 I really didn't criticize him much at all until game 2. Like, what are you doing? He made multiple calls that were bad, and then in game 3 he made bring in Brandon Morrow down 4-1 was just the stupidest thing, and they wrecked him for game 5 when they really needed him. So not a fan of some of the stuff. And of course, 2018, terrible managing in game 4. They had a 4-0 lead and they blew it. And he just relying on his guys. Changing players like changing diapers simply spread the panic. Yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know, James. Trying to work through that. But I think some obviously, I mean, there's so many free agents. We'll look at that later. I mean, when I write my paper, nice guys do finish last sometimes. Yeah, you can be nice. You could also show some emotion. A nice guy can actually go and go break the toilet with a bat. They used to call I think Jay Johnston called Larry Boa like the toilet beater. Go take a bat, just break a toilet. It's kind of cool. Jay Johnstone, rest in peace. One of my all-time favorites. He died like a year or 2 ago. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, Magic Johnson, speak up. Magic's too busy cruising the world, hanging out with Michelle Obama and talking about all this. My good friend. They're not your good friends, Magic. Because you're Magic Johnson that they're your friends, dude. Let's be honest. You guys, all you rich people like hanging out and think you like each other. Bunch of frauds. I wouldn't trust. Yeah, Magic. If Magic really, I expect more from Magic to not be happy with this. But I think he's gotten too soft himself. And guys went through a lot. He knows that there's some things bigger than winning, but I just think he doesn't care that much. I think he's in it for the investment. Let's see. Let's see. Roberts, Friedman, and Branding G will avoid the media for the next 3 months. That's true. Let everyone kind of get it for, they'll make a big move. Even if it's signing Ohtani, it's like, I don't care. I'll care later. But when Mookie and Freddie struck out for the final time, I was hoping one of them would break a bat. They just not made that way. I know, they're not. There's not that, I don't know. And I understand being a professional. Give me a little Tommy Fanfire. I know Max Muncy likes to let out some big F-bombs. You see some passion from him. Will Smith, you get nothing. JD, you see some. I like JD, but he's a free agent, and I don't think he's going to be too expensive. Just to be honest with you. Worst case, they lose out on Ohtani, they lose JD, and Max Muncy goes to DH where he belongs. I just want to see some more passion from those guys, from players sometimes. But it can't be fake. These fake little celebrations. Okay, it was funny for a little bit, but it just someday they're all going to look back on those and just be embarrassed by that Freddie dance. I know I wouldn't do that in public. No way. But yeah, the team, Peralta seems like a nice guy. A lot of nice guys. I think Rojas got some fire. But he's not their best hitter. He's not even close. He's their worst guy. Yeah. I'm not going to wear my Dodger cap for the next month. Hey, why not? Why not? I agree. Why not? Why not do that? You notice I'm not wearing one. I shaved my head this morning because I knew this was going to happen. Yeah. I mean, I think we all had that bad feeling. You hope, but it just didn't happen. But yeah, I'll wear some Dodger gear. I'll wear some. I'll take a little bit of crap when I go out. It's fine. Maybe I'll even put on a Kershaw jersey. I don't care. Respect. And, still we love the Dodgers, but man, sometimes it's kind of like when getting a huge fight with a loved one. You still love them, but boy, you're pissed at them. Yeah. Let's see, anything else on the Twitter machine? Yeah, it's been really weak. My goodness. This is a good take. They will either resign him or he'll retire. You don't just move on from Kershaw. Yes, he's at the end, but are you saying you don't even extend him an offer or offer him come back? Because I didn't tell you they wouldn't do that. And that's true. They would not do that. They will always extend Kersh. Let's see. Fire Dave. Sign Ohtani. Sign Yamamoto. Sign Jock. Sign Kike. Let Gavin play. Let Bush play. Get an outfielder. Move on from Kershaw. What else you got? Change the team name from Dodgers to something else. All these guys don't suck when it matters. Okay, good. It's a good one. Very good. People are funny. Let's see. What do we think of Gomes? Have no idea. Because we never hear from him hardly. Ex-pitcher and Dodgers certainly got a good eye for pitching acquisitions since he's become GM. We're not finding diamond in the rough hitters, though. It's true. Let's see. Come on. Isn't there even a little part of you that likes to see a little guy crush the opposition? Oh, I'd love to see it. Just not like my team. Yeah. Craig, excited to see Pepio in Game 4. Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, I both Blake Williams and myself had a few tweets out there about, hey, yeah, they're just saving guys for tomorrow. I mean, bringing in, even though they did well, Caleb Ferguson and then Michael Grove in that game, and then Alex Vesia. Really? So, yeah, I just didn't get it. There's that even sends a message. This isn't important. We're not going to put our best in when we're down 4-0. You have to. You had to keep the game close. Fortunately, they kept it close, but it didn't matter. Yeah. So just kind of silly stuff. I mean, and it does those little messages, people go, oh, I'm a big believer in messages. I believe that the tone of what the manager does, I experience it at work, right? Sometimes I've said things that maybe are too negative, even though they may be true. Um, they they don't help. So I watch what I say, watch what I do at work. And I think as a manager, you're setting a tone, and as a and as a leader, you set the tone. You see, if you're Freddie Freeman or Mookie Betts and you're just on the bench moping, what's that saying? Hmm? What is that saying? It's obviously not good. It's the wrong message. So they need to do better at that. Those are, I'm way older than those guys. So I've lived a lot longer. I kind of know those things just by experience. Because you know what? Leading is leading. Oh, man. Cody. Um, I don't know what he's talking about. Okay. Should we go back and get Cody Bellinger? If you want Cody Bellinger as a free agent, which I don't know if that would happen, what contract you giving him? See it in the chat. I'd love to have Cody back. Just because he's a Dodger. I'd have Corey back. Give me Jock back. Give me those guys. Give me guys that know it. Yeah, Betts is not a leader. He's not. Yeah, but you know what? He leads just by being one of the better players. He's a leader by definition. So when he sits there and is moping, or Freddie's moping on the bench, it's setting it. They're leading right there. Everyone's looking up to him. Let's see. Craig, I read somewhere last night that Roberts had Kershaw start ready for game 4. I literally laughed and thought they were going back home. No game 4. I mean, after what we saw on game 1, giving Kershaw that game 4 start was just a chance for him to recapture something. I don't think they cared about the win. I think they knew they were done. It's more important to make Kershaw look good. So, and if Kershaw, eventually retires, because I wouldn't mind that, because we got to quit catering to these guys. No player needs to be totally catered to. Everyone doesn't need their best friend on the team. Your heart says yes on belly, my head no. Yeah, it's kind of one of those things. I can imagine Cody getting the big contract and just sucking because he's, oh, dude, yeah, I got my big contract. I'm not going to work on things. He worked hard this year. It looks like he got his results back. Would he still produce with a brand new big old contract? I don't know. That's my big question. Yeah, it's a little watch. Yeah. Really, I just want to see someone come up, one of these leaders, and just go, you know what? I let the team down. I'm going to resign. I'm done. And I'm sorry, but this is my fault. I just want to see someone do that. One person do that. That's what I want to see. Let's see some people do that. Let's see. Here's some Captain Obvious here. It's hard to find words now. Me and a lot of us didn't play the way we wanted to. Freddie Freeman. You guys weren't ready. Whose fault is that? Let's see. Nicholas. I like Dave Roberts. I do too. I like his humility, smarts, and example to young players. And I don't think you're an owner can fire a coach with back-to-back 100-win World Series. Any won a World Series. So, yeah, but he's also 3 of the last 5 years, they've exited in the first round against wild card teams. Teams that they've had more than double figures in terms of wins during the season over. Yeah, I understand getting a player to rehab, but practically our whole lineup is made of rehab players. Kind of, yeah. There's some retreads there. I mean, Hayward had a nice little season. Hey, Peralta was fine. They brought some extra stuff, but it didn't pan out at the end. It just didn't. So, you know, I believe that JT was sacrificed on that altar of that. Now, who do you sacrifice now? Because that line, the bench was just as dead this season it was last year, maybe even worse. What the question is, what manager would it be? I mean, the best is Bochy, and he's not available. I just don't know who's out there. I think there's some good guys in the organization, but I think a lot of those guys they're the same brand. They're all very nice. There's no Tommy Lasordas out there. There's no Billy Martins, that's for sure. They don't have those people in the organization. They don't have that guy that turns different colors during the game because he's so pissed off, or showing his things. They're good, but they're all good guys. Probably the most one that probably John Shoemaker, but they're not going to hire a 66-year-old manager. We look at the different managers. The Braves guy, Brian, the guy, I can't remember his name. He's been good. Dusty Baker, really good. Bruce Bochy, obviously really good. Really good managers. Those are some of the best. I don't know. I don't know who it would be. I don't know. But I'm tired of these people that make human resources happy. They don't make anyone upset. They're really touchy-feely. Leland! As long as you got enough smokes, it should be good. Leland would be awesome, man. That was a great manager. I thought he was always, I liked him a lot. I'm glad he got a World Series. He deserved it. He just went through so much. But the Dodgers hire everyone that's very human resources friendly. They're not. It's and a lot of companies do this. They're not looking at the best person. And I'm not talking about just men. I'm talking about every position. Different people in the organization. It's like, well, do they fit the DEI stuff? Do they fit? Are they going to cause any ripples? Are they going to always just? They need to agree with me. And Mookie said they played better. Yeah, lots of laughs. Yeah, they didn't play at all. That's true. They sucked. Absolutely embarrassed. Man, just can't believe that we're getting such a lack of tweets from the big guys, the big writers and stuff. It's like, dang, man. So the Dodgers they're very politically correct. They wouldn't have traded for Aroldis Chapman because of something that happened 8 years ago now. That 8 years ago. Because a few people might get upset. And so we don't want to ruffle any feathers, so we know that we can go this way with a decision because the loud people, the real loud minority, they do make a lot of noise. They just do. So Dodgers don't like that. They're like that. They're very much run by the Karen HR person types. There's a lot of that. You know what I mean? They're not concerned about performance. They're looking. Do they dress cool? Do they all this stuff? They're I know I'm rambling now, but yeah. Steve, yeah. Beat to least worst, man. That was one of the worst performances I've ever seen. All right. Anything else? Because I'm getting tired now. Maybe I'll be able to sleep tonight. Gotta still get my act together, get my stuff in that I need to get done. I was gonna lift during the game today. I just wasn't in any mood, especially after those home runs. Usually I try to do something during the game. I'll walk while just behind it, or I'll lift a little bit. I don't lift a lot. Yeah, so I don't know. That's about it, I guess. Take care. Thanks, Nicholas, for joining us. Yeah, good luck. Yep. Hey, off season's coming. It's always gets fun. The optimism will come back. And I'll be back on position players next weekend. Got to go through the off season, do kind of the obituary of this season. I'll be writing that up, and then we'll talk about it. I don't know what night, but we'll talk about it. And hopefully my attitude toward the Dodgers changes a little bit. Maybe by that, if any big breaking news happens, of course, we'll get out there. Sweep. Be embarrassed. Jeez. My goodness, what a disaster. Getting all these, yeah. All right. Thanks, Al. You too, man. Well, I guess I don't have to worry about flying out somewhere to catch a World Series win for us, but I don't know. I think I'm looking Rangers. It's kind of the team I'd like. Astros last, then the D-backs second to last, then Phillies, then we'll go to the Rangers at the top. Braves are still in it too. It's 2-1. Braves they're fine. I don't really hate them that much. Not as much as the Astros, that's for sure. I'd rather have the Braves than the Diamondbacks win. Division, it's embarrassing to be where we're at already, but that's it. Okay, thanks everyone. I will be talking to you later. Thank you everyone for coming out. We had really good numbers, and I appreciate that. Figured we would, so we'll be back soon. Thank you for everyone, and we will see you later. Go Dodgers.